let's see. I want to go to Apple Valley, California. Larry, are you there? Great to have you on the EIB network, sir. Hello.
Hello, Rush. I'm honored that you took my call. I am a
Well, it says up here that you are a former SEAL, and I'm honored that you're in the audience and that you called.
Well, I wanted to tell you a couple of things, if I may.
Yeah.
I won't waste any of your time. After losing my right leg and part of my right arm and fingers and disfigured on my face, I come to a country that after lying in a bed at Walter Reed, and I'm lying there and I'm listening to the gentleman who was next to me. He was a lieutenant in the Army, and he was all screwed up too. And
when was this, Larry? When did this?
7 months ago.
7 months ago. Oh, wow. Okay.
I did 4 tours in Iraq, 4 tours in Afghanistan.
When did you suffer your injuries?
About 8 months ago.
Wow.
I was in Ramstein in Germany for 3 weeks, and then Walter Reed, and now I've been transferred out here closer to where my father lives in San Diego for the rehabilitation portion of this.
Are you still in a medical facility, or are you living with family?
I'm with my dad, and he does the best he can. You know, I can't drive or anything now, but you know, there's a lot of new things I have to learn. But the reason for my call today wasn't to whine about my issues. When I came back from that part of the world and trying to do the right thing and honor my commitment, and I took the same oath of office as this president took, and apparently only one of us got it. I was next to many, many, many wonderful young men, certainly younger than me. I'm 33 years old. The only thing I've ever known as work in my life has been the Marine Corps and it's being a SEAL. And I thank God I had the opportunity to do so. But as you come out of this and you come out of all the medications they have on you, what they can't stop is the feeling that you are a different person now. A lot of things in your life has to change now. And when I read papers and I listen to you on the radio, it wasn't even my radio. It was my fellow ward person's radio, and I asked him to turn it up so I could hear it every day. And I'm listening to you talk, and while I was giving up, you were propping me up. That there's somebody still left in this country who gives a damn. And for your work that you've been doing for so many years, and you call it, informing the uninformed, there has to be something else that happens, Mr. Limbaugh, that will make people understand these. Why have elections if the only thing that people are going there for is themselves? They're not there to represent constituents. They're there to represent themselves. Get a seat on a committee, and maybe you'll get to be a vice chairman or a chairman, or until there's term limits put in place to where these people can't sit there for year after year after year, where he comes out of a congressional district and the people can hold him absolutely accountable and have a recall opportunity like they did on the governor in Wisconsin. If they're not doing what the people want them to do, yank their asses out of there. And guess what? A lot of the things that you talk about every single day could be solved. As soon as the Nancy Pelosi's and the Harry Reids, and it isn't only them, there's so many quiet ones like you were talking about earlier today, the Republicans who call themselves Republicans who are so weak they can't even probably spell Republican. They don't know about the values of the Republican Party. They don't know what conservatism is. I know. I took an oath of office. I understood what morality means. I understand more than that, Mr. Limbaugh. I understand honor. And, sir, you have a lot of honor for what you do. And I can tell you, even in Washington and in out here near San Diego where Apple Valley is, I listen to you every day. I listened to you before, and I don't think I completely got it, but I get it now. you were there with me every day, every step of the way, and made me think about something other than myself. And for that, sir, I'll tell you, you are my hero.
Let me first thank you. I profoundly appreciate what you're saying, but I think the truth is the reason that I still do this and everybody else that's still committed to doing whatever it is they do that's oriented toward the same thing, do it because there are people like you in the country still. I don't know that we've reached a tipping point. It seems to, of the people who vote, we appear to have reached a tipping point, but we can maybe change the universe of people who vote. But it really is because of people like you that I thank God for this country, not people like me. And I'm sitting here talking for 3 hours. Look at you. I know we all have our roles, but still, you have every reason in the world to be ticked off and check out. And be one of these people that thought only about yourself, but you're obviously not doing that. Look, I got to take a commercial time out.
I'm going to do it. And thanks to you, and now I'm going have to work and study, and I'm enrolled back in school, and by God, I'm going to try to make it.
Well, here, hang on just a second. I have to take a break here. I'm really up against it. Just don't hang up. We'll be back here in just a second. You know, in a long time past, Hollywood would be making movies. Hollywood would be making movies about guys like Larry. Guys like Larry would be the kind of hero that kids would be reading about in school, the kind of heroes kids would learn about in movies. And, of course, you know, the media not covering the wars anymore. Obama ended the war. Oh, yeah, those are Bush's wars. They're not covering them anymore. The body counts have stopped and all that. But thank God for people like him in the country. Thank God we still have people like that. Honestly, thank God we have people like that in this country.